He was a savage!
Of course, we'll begin with the DMV sloth scene. First glance, Zootopia seems like a lighthearted animal adventure for kids. But let's be honest, the movie is not really for younger viewers. The animated film is packed with themes, moments, and references that offer a unique experience for adult audiences. This is why we've decided to share 10 times Zootopia wasn't really for kids. The first thing that came to my mind was the DMV sloth scene. Watching the scene as an adult hits differently. Is without a doubt one of the most painfully relatable scenes in the movie. At one point in the film, we're introduced to Flash, the ironically named sloth who processes Judy and Nick's request at a very slow pace. Kids watch the scene and laugh at the sloth's slugness, and adults know this scene is a reference to the real-life bureaucratic frustration. Have you ever been stuck in line at the DMV? What's the longest you've waited there? Let us know before we continue with the Breaking Bad reference.
This was going to be quick!
Well, are you saying that because he's a sloth he can't be fast? I thought in Zootopia anyone could be anything. Flash, 100-yard dash. Buddy, it's nice to see you.
In one of the most amazing sequences, we get a brilliant nod to Breaking Bad. If this reference went over your kid's head, you're doing a good job. I mean, Breaking Bad is not really for children, so yeah. Two sheep, Walter and Jesse, are seen running a secret lab producing a dangerous substance called night howlers. Adults who watched Breaking Bad know this is clearly a reference to Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. Hopefully, there will be more Easter eggs like this in the much anticipated and needed Zootopia sequel. And of course, there's the Godfather parody.
We reserve the right to refuse service to anyone.
In the original film, we meet Mr. Big, an Arctic shrew who is a powerful crime boss in Tundra Town. The way he acts, his voice, and even the setup of his daughter's wedding is a direct parody of Vito from The Godfather. Kids look at Mr. Big and see a funny character, but adults recognize the homage to one of the movie's most iconic films. This is what I love the most about Zootopia. The creators found the perfect way to entertain both kids and adult viewers. Now, let's talk about something more serious: the themes of prejudice and stereotyping.
Lumber delivery.
What's with the color?
The color? That's redwood.
Zootopia impressed viewers with its colorful animation and fun characters, but the film also explored themes like prejudice, stereotyping, and systematic discrimination. At one point, Judy tells Nick in Zootopia anyone can be anything, but as the story progresses, we see it's not really true. The film perfectly showcases how societal biases affect both prey and predators. What do you think is the message Zootopia sends its viewers? Let us know before we continue with the Naturalist Club.
I gotta tell you, you are even cuter than I thought you'd be.
Ooh, you probably didn't know, but a bunny.
In the film, Judy and Nick visit the Mystic Springs Oasis, a naturalist club where animals live without clothing. The scene is filled with hilarious interactions, and at one point we see a fully nude yak casually doing yoga. All the kids watching this were giggling at the silliness, but adults noticed the clear reference to nudist colonies. Next, we have workplace discrimination.
Oh boy. Does this make you uncomfortable? Because if so, there's no shame in calling it quits.
Throughout the entire film, Judy Hopps faces discrimination at work and in life. Despite being the first rabbit police officer, she's assigned to do parking duty. She's clearly qualified to handle bigger cases, but they won't let her simply because she's different. This entire storyline mirrors real-world issues of workplace bias and sexism, and the scene resonated with a lot of adult viewers. Now, let's talk about Nick's muzzle flashback.
I'm gonna wake the baby. I gotta get to work.
This is important. I think your $10 worth of popsicles can wait.
In the film, there is a heartbreaking flashback where Nick Wilde recounts being muzzled as a child. This is just one of the reasons why Nick turned out the way he is. Such a traumatic experience left him scarred for life. This is a very powerful scene with themes of bullying and exclusion. It also shows the psychological impact of prejudice. Unfortunately, a lot of viewers found the scene relatable. Zootopia also includes a political corruption storyline.
No! No! What did I do wrong, you guys? No! Please tell me what did I do wrong? What did I do?
The film perfectly depicts the conspiracy involving powerful figures lying to the public for their own gain. I have to say, Zootopia found the best way to depict real-world themes of political corruption. Kids will definitely overlook the depth of this storyline, but adults can see the parallels to how media and politics can influence our views. This only brings us to the savage predator's allegory.
Predecessor Leodore Lionheart denies any knowledge of her plot, claiming he was just trying to protect the city.
At the beginning of the film, we see the predators are labeled as savage because of their biological instincts. This clearly reflects issues like racial profiling and the unfair treatment of minority groups. It's sad to see that all these issues tackled in the film are real-life issues. Don't you guys agree? Last but not least, we have Judy breaking barriers.
What is wrong with them?
Seeing Judy's journey as she breaks barriers to become the first rabbit police officer in Zootopia is amazing. She's committed and will do anything in order to succeed, which resonates strongly with adults who have faced similar obstacles in their lives. Judy's story is inspiring, reminding us that everything's possible if you decide to push boundaries. So, what do you think? Did any of these moments surprise you? Which scene stood out as the most grown-up for you? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. See ya.
Oh, Nick. No. Bye-bye, bunny.